Novus Unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TPS.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Both offenses in today's game have been so good at staying on the field because they both rank in the top 10 in third down percentage. It's the Vikings going up against the Lions. So, with the call of this week's 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Set, green,
shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, Leopard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Watch time. Tight is right. Watch time. Tight is right. Let's go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This is brought in at the 21. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him, because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has, maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Back to throw, and he fires one incomplete. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second and goal to go now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. One quarter down here on a frigid December night. The Vikings are back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way down, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll set up a throw. Surveying the field. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. Still back there. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And that is incomplete.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. And now a first down following that long gain. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Vikings. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, past the 20. And the Detroit Lions hit pay dirt.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals before this one.
And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at about the 14. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out here in the eye. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So it's his third field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Detroit! Hang on now. Boom! That's in there, Marty.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Here we are. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, Yeah, you're right. The sink just wasn't there.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So this is the 2nd consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Red zone opportunity. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll look to throw, and this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. So tack on the extra point for one more. What a finish as they wind up winning this one by 4. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Vikings, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.